One minute you're worried about getting your work done. The next, you're being handed a notice that leaves you stranded and stressed. What is happening? Workforce adjustment becomes a reality for federal public service workers when notices go out indicating their jobs may be at risk. For CFIA members, the process is called employment transition. We know that facing WFA can be one of the most stressful experiences in your career. You've built your life around this work, and the possibility of losing your job can feel disorienting and overwhelming. But you're not alone. The Public Service Alliance of Canada is here to support you and help you navigate every step of the process. Whether you've already received an affected letter or are just hearing rumors of cuts in your department, PSAC is committed to ensuring you have the tools and information you need to protect your rights and plan your next steps. Let's take a broad look at what lies ahead and the choices you have in front of you. Workers facing WFA will find themselves in one of two groups. First, there are employees with a guarantee of reasonable job offer. A reasonable job offer should be comparable to your former position. Even if it's at a lower level, your salary, pension, and benefits are protected. It is important to know that if you refuse a reasonable job offer, your employer does not have to offer you any other options, and you will eventually be laid off. The second group are workers with no guarantee of a reasonable job offer. If you're in a work unit with 5 or more colleagues at the same group and level and didn't receive a reasonable job offer, a Voluntary Departure Program, or VDP, kicks in. Workers have a minimum of 30 days to decide if they want to participate and receive monetary benefits to voluntarily leave their jobs. If you are close to retirement, interested in pursuing studies, or are considering leaving the public service, this may be a good option for you. If the VDP doesn't get enough volunteers to hit the job reduction target, management then independently uses a selection and retention process to decide who stays and who is potentially laid off. Once the selection process is complete, notices are finally handed out to affected employees. This group, called opting employees, will have a choice of 4 different paths. Path A gives you at least 12 months to secure a reasonable job offer elsewhere in the public service. These are benefits PSAC worked hard to achieve through years of bargaining to protect workers. Take Navneet as an example. He's midway through his career. He wants to stay in the public service, so he's choosing this path. Working with the employer, he may find a new job, or he may have a coworker who is willing to participate in the alternation program, where the coworker is willing to leave their job and exchanges places with Navneet. Path B is to choose to leave the public service. You'll receive the transition support measure that offers a lump sum payment based on your years of service. Your departure date will be set by management. Mary-Eve chooses Path B to become eligible for a pension waiver. She's close to retirement and ready to leave the public service. Path C1 is an education allowance and resignation. You'll receive the transition support measure provided under Path B, along with an education allowance for tuition fees, books, and relevant equipment. Path C2 is an education allowance and leave without pay. You can keep your benefits as long as you pay for all contributions. You'll also get the transition support measure, but be placed on leave without pay for a maximum of 2 years while attending school. After those 2 years, you will be laid off. Path C1 appeals to Fatima, who is early in her career and wants to start a new one. So does Jason, who has a young family. He's opting for Path C2 so he can keep his benefits and continue contributing to his public service pension. If you don't choose a path within 120 days, Path A will be chosen for you. We know your decision will be tough, but you don't have to decide alone. Remember, your employer is obligated to work with you throughout the process, and PSAC is here to guide you out of the woods. We fought in bargaining to make sure you have these options to ease the impacts of layoffs. The good news is that there's no wrong decision, just the one that's right for you. Let's help you find the right path. Contact your union rep today and take action in your workplace.